Hello everybody, I'm PrincePhillay, and as you can see, I'm not in my room anymore. I'm officially back at college. Yep, no Snorlax behind. You know, I've been gone for a while because I've been trying to get back in the swing of things, and I think I'm good enough to where I can start recording again. So, here I am. This is going to be my second episode of my weekly news show. I'm going to go over two stories today. They're pretty big stories, I guess, so it's a combination of two stories I was going to cover, but whatever, that's besides the point. So my first story, unfortunately, is going to be a little sad, and if you don't want to hear about death, I'm sorry. So, my first story, police investigating a hit and run, shot and tased a deaf man in Oklahoma City. This happened on Tuesday. Witnesses were calling to the police that the man was deaf, but the police were still shouting at him, and he couldn't hear the warnings. So, as he was approaching him, his name is Magdal Sanchez, age 35, he was walking towards the police with a lead pipe. The reason he had the lead pipe was apparently he uses it to defend himself when he goes on late night walks, which is what was going on. It's just kind of the police weren't even there because of him, so it's kind of a sad situation there. As he approached the cops, he was warned but kept approaching, and that was when they shot and tased him, unfortunately. But with this story, two things kind of come to my mind. First off, it's being reported as a homicide by the police, but it sounds familiar to me. About a year ago, there was a kid who was shot by police, and I say kid, he was around my age. He was like 20 or something, and he was shot to death, shot and killed by police. But as he ran towards the police, because like I said, he was approaching the police, saw their guns, approached anyway. As he was approaching the police, he said, "I hate my life." It was a suicide. It was a police-assisted suicide, which is a thing. I've heard of it before. And in this case, it kind of sounds similar. I mean, he was deaf. He saw the police, though. He could see them with guns. And I'm sorry, if I see a gun, I'm going to stop moving. But he approached anyway, which, like I said, it sounds like the other story. But another thing that kind of brings to mind is both police didn't have their guns drawn. One had his gun, the other had a taser. And I'm just confused as to why didn't they both have their taser, or why didn't they both have their gun? Is there any rule in between whether you should be using your taser or whether you should be using your gun? Because, I mean, I feel if he has a blunt object, a taser would be just enough to defend yourself, you don't have to shoot him and kill him. Just like the kid who ran at the police, they shot him rather than use their taser. Is it up to the police's choice, which is I guess food for thought there. But it's a sad story that anyone had to die, but I hope it brings light to this question that I just asked, and hopefully there's an answer to it. I haven't looked into it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. So my second story it's a pretty big one. I hope I can handle it. It's a combination of a couple stuff that I've seen. It's about the Republicans' health care bill and the trouble it's going through. Now, next week the Senate is going to vote on the new health care bill that's going to replace Obamacare. It's supposed to convert subsidies and Medicare payments into grants, so each state would be able to decide on coverage rules for themselves. Which I don't really want to put an opinion on that. But unfortunately for the Republicans, there's a bit of trouble coming from within the party. The GOP is only allowed to lose 3 votes, but that's already happened. And I can't remember the names. I know I have one of them written right here, but they're having this trouble. So far, 3 senators have already withdrawn their support for the bill. One of them being Senator McCain, who believes Republicans and Democrats could make a better plan if they worked together, which I think that sounds pretty nice. That's a pretty nice thing to say. As for Trump's opinion of these 3 senators, I think he said he tweeted, but he said these 3 senators will forever be remembered as the Republicans who saved Obamacare. They have until the 30th of September to secure 51 votes, and if they do, then Obamacare is repealed. So we just have to see what happens on September 30th. That's really it. Because I'm sorry I've been gone so long. It's not that I really needed a break. I mean, I did, because moving was not that easy. I had to move across the state, and being in Beaumont, I'm in Beaumont, Texas, I can see a lot of repercussions of the hurricane, and it's just crazy experiencing it now. But I'm glad to be back, so hopefully I can start making some videos again, and we'll have some fun. Until then, happy autumn equinox, and thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe. You can see more of me if you'd like to. If you want to like this video and share it, please do. And that's really it. Thanks.